Hey folks, Dog Man here again. I just made a video, it's uploading as I speak. I was just talking about, Jesus Christ and our way out and all these strange things that have been happening to me most of my life. I don't know how to convince anybody anything other than just, I don't have any notes this time, folks, but I'm going to tell you a story about, because I said in this last video how they couldn't touch me, how the one and only Creator protected me because I was one of the special kids. I believe this. But sometimes, like I said, He will let things happen to you just to straighten your ass up. Give you enough rope and then jerk on that son of a bitch right the last second before you get ready to go over that edge. So anyway, this is back on the, a lot of things started over happening to me again. Well, on this back I think 4 years ago now. When I quit smoking, drinking and everything, man. And didn't plan on any of that. I just did it. I don't know why. Just did. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm trying to get around to telling you what I'm wanting to tell you about my ribs getting broke. People, you're not gonna believe this. But I've told you how I said they can't touch you and they can't hurt you. And you got Jesus and the Holy Spirit in you. If you let that go, I'm going to tell you something right now. You call them out. If you threaten them, they'll come. Yes, they'll come. I'm living proof of that. It happened to me. And I think it's happened more than once. I just didn't know at the time what it was. I didn't know when this happened, what it happened. Man, all I know is what I was doing and what I was saying when it happened. And I was talking about being abducted. My son was sitting right here where I'm sitting at my kitchen table right now. And I was standing right over there about, that 10 feet away, right over there, clear view. I got a big open. I don't want to pick my phone up and turn around and show you because it's a freaking mess for one thing. Like it's just me and my dog. There's no reason to get all, dog ate all my furniture when he was younger. And yeah, I didn't replace anything. Yeah, I just don't want to turn my camera around. My lights be flickering on and off and shit. And my lighting's bad in here already. I got lots of light, but it just shows up like I don't. And before everything starts flickering and shit on me again here, where was I? Oh, let me get back to where I was at here with my story. I was waiting on Miss Pickle on YouTube. Right when I was getting ready to tell this particular story, I didn't know how to tell it like all my stories. I really don't know how to tell you guys this shit. Really, you can tell I don't know how to tell it. I'm pretty sure. But just to tell it, and it's harder than you think, I don't know how all those other people get on there and talk like it's just there, nothing. They don't show any emotion or anything. I mean, I don't know. It really throws me for a loop, I guess. You think I'd be used to it by now. I say I am and shit, but you ain't. You just can't do nothing about it, that's all. So you gotta deal with it, I guess everybody probably deals with it in their own way because it's happened to a lot of people and it's different for everybody too, I'm sure. But anyways, on the supermoon, first thing that happened, wow, this is going to get long, man, so this could turn into some parts, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 10s, 50s. Anyway, I'm going to try to make a long story short and still tell you the story. Anybody ever has any questions about anything that I got to say here, you got my email address, and hell, I'll give you my damn address where I live and my fucking phone number. I don't give a shit. Come see me. Talk to me. Ask me questions on here. I don't care. My stories are always going to stay the same because that's the truth. The truth never changes. Truth's always the truth. Lies always change. And I didn't want to lie about none of this shit, man. You know, that's why I'm real cautious about how I say it and what I say, and if I say anything. You know, I'm having a lot of trouble saying anything because of the reactions I'm getting out of people and stuff, and it's not good. It's a real psychological fuck to the head, man. I'll tell you, you get it from both sides. You get it from what you're dealing with, and then you get it from people, human beings. You know, people don't understand. If this shit ain't happening to you, people that it's happened to don't understand. How can we expect anybody to believe or understand if they've never had anything happen? You know, I understand that. I wish it was different, but it can't be because things are the way they are because they have to be. You know, that's the way God made them, man. That's something they have to take up with Him. Back to my story, though. Shit started on a super moon. There was a place where I hunted all the time, and it wasn't Will Ridge like in one of my previous videos. This was a whole different place in a whole different county. And, shit, I don't know, probably about 35 or 25, 30 miles from there. And as a matter of fact, it's back across the other side of the river from there, too, as a matter of fact. So it's a long ways from there. And I never took my son there. My son never went hunting with me. My son never went and put deer stands up with me. My son never worked on cars with me. I don't know what the little shit was doing. He didn't, I don't know, man. He was a little bookworm. He read, I brought home I worked for the city of Lafayette in the trash department. And I worked for the street department. I worked for the sanitation department. I worked for waterworks. I worked for a sewage plant. Anyway, I brought him home a set of encyclopedias. And I mean, it was a big old set of encyclopedias. I don't remember how many books was there, but that little shit read all them books in like a month. You know, my daughter, I got 3 daughters, but this is my middle son. I mean, I only got one son, 3 daughters. I got an older daughter, I got my son, another daughter, and then I got a younger daughter. And these 2 middle ones are the worst. They think they're twins or something, but they're the 2 terribles. But anyway, I never took my son out there. I did take my daughter out there, but we ain't even seen her. We don't even know where the hell she's at right now. She's out having her little fun. But anyway, I took my son. We were out taking care of some corn, all right? Like I said, that was about 4 years ago or so, but it was, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that, and I'm rolling down the road, man, and it's the supermoon. It's the night of the supermoon, the night the moon was supposedly the closest it's ever been to the earth, or ever going to be in another 100 years or 1,000 years or some shit. That's all probably bullshit anyway, but that fucking moon was big, man. It was big. But we were having thunderstorms. And, which was kind of weird the way that all happened, but I'm rolling down the road, going to this place where I used to hunt, And my son's sitting over there in the passenger seat, and we're strolling down the road. Yeah, we're getting high, And he freaks out. and tells me he just to stop and turn the damn truck back around. You know, and I couldn't be out. I didn't have time to be stopping, turning the damn truck around looking for a damn ghost. You know, so when he told me that, man, I knew it. I knew from the sound of his voice that he was serious, that he wasn't fucking joking. But you know, I played it off. Like, you know, but I'll tell you one thing, I passed the place up that I was going to, and I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. Yeah, people, I'm sitting here remembering this, man, and see, this all leads up to when I got my ribs broke, but see, that didn't happen for a little bit after this, because this is when it all started for me again on the night of the supermoon, with my son seeing the ghost of the guy that owned the property where I hunt's dad, his father, that got hit by a fucking train right there on the property where I pull up in the property, drive a half a mile up in the property, go past the house, a quarter mile up the private road, and then the fucking railroad tracks was right there, you know, I don't know, 100 yards from the house, something like that. Well, the dad was 90 years old, and he hard of hearing, and he's a farmer, you know, and he's a die-hard American farmer, man, you know, back in the day, and he didn't hear that damn train. They say he either committed suicide or he just didn't hear the train, you know. But they never found the guy's head out there, all right? Now, I only heard this story once myself. And I blew it off, man. I was helping the guy put a fence up, changing the fences around for the cattle, you know, moving them around to graze in different areas and changing the fences and fence posts and shit. Helped him dig a post hole. And it was winter time. The ground was frozen about probably 2.5 feet solid. And so I was helping him dig those post holes because I hunted on his property and shit, you know. He was nice enough to let me hunt. I helped him all the time. When his cattle got out, I'd go get him and tell him where they were out and stuff like that. But I never met the dad. But when I was told the story about his dad dying and how he died, and right there's where he died, I sat there and listened to that whole story, and it went into my head somewhere, but I never thought about it again. I mean, I went hunting out there just like I did anywhere by myself all the time, man. 4 o'clock in the morning, man, I'd go out there by my damn self and sit and walk through them fucking woods without a flashlight or anything. Or else, usually my flashlight was a little shitty thing or something anyway, you know. Anyway, I wasn't afraid. I didn't think about that shit, you know. I was a little mean son of a bitch, man. I kept my mind all cloudy and fucked up on drugs anyways and stuff, you know. And, not drugs, man. I smoked weed, you know. And I have done some drugs, you know, but I've never been addicted to anything, or I've never done enough of anything or done it long enough or anything like that, you know. When I say I've done drugs, I'm not like people I know when they say they done drugs, man, they mean they done drugs, you know. But, yeah, anyway, that's another damn story. But I just wasn't afraid of anything. And I can't say that no more. I wished I could still say that, but I honestly, you know, if I'm going to be honest with you, man, I'm human. I'm scared sometimes a little bit, man, but I won't show it. You know, I'm surprised I'm even admitting it now, because that's just how I am, man. You know, I'd rather face death and standing up than be on my knees begging. That's just how I am, folks. I don't understand it either. But anyway, I'm going to get back to my damn story, man. Oh, shit. I'm sitting here thinking about while I'm talking about everything else, man. It's harder to talk about than you guys think. It's hard to explain, describe. Knowing people, a lot of people don't believe you. And That bothers me more than anything, really. But anyway, my son seen this guy. He seen this ghost. And he said the ghost was standing along the road in the ditch up against a frickin' mailbox or road sign, speed limit pole sign, you know, little fucking still, you know, they're the same every damn where. I don't know, but anyway, and it was right at the intersection where the train stopped after it hit him. It hit him up here up the road where I was talking about going in the property and stopping them railroad tracks. Well, them railroad tracks ran all the way back up parallel with the road to the next crossroad. I could tell you the road too. I'm not going to say it because I'm not quite sure that it's the road I think it is, but I'm pretty sure it is. Anyways, when he described what he seen, after I didn't stop and turn around, but I sure passed that drive up that property because he was explaining to me what the guy looked like, because I was being a smart ass. Saying, oh yeah, sure, fuck, you know, laughing at him and shit, you know, when he was over there freaking the frick out, man. He was so he was madder than hell at me, man, because I was laughing at him and shit, you know. But I was really just doing that because as he was telling me, he was describing this guy to a T, man. I seen pictures of the man. And all these people were tall people. All these people, the guy's kids that let me, they were all like damn near 6'7", 6.5, 7 foot tall, man. Tall guys, tall farmers, man. And he described the dad to a T. He said he was standing there in a pair of like gray uniform pants or something, you know, like a farmer would wear, like Dickies or some shit like that. He had a black leather belt on. My son described this thing to a T, man, for no longer than he had time to see it. You know, I was probably doing about 35 and the speed limit's probably 45 or 40 or something. And I was probably doing 35, you know, being careful and shit, because I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing at the time. And when he described that guy to me, man, that's when I knew. That's when I knew in my heart, man, that he wasn't lying, because there was no way he knew. There was no way he knew anybody that had anything to do with that property whatsoever, folks, and that's when all this shit started for me again. And then I started having memories of when I was a kid and stuff, and now I know because I got in touch with one of my uncles that came and picked me up from school that took me over to Purdue all the time when they were doing their little research projects and shit on me, their little studies and on my brain and my memory and my ability to see things other people couldn't see. Let's put it that way, all right? And I'm going to tell you that story sometime. When I was little like that, the reason they took me over there and stuff, because I was seeing things other people don't see. I was having these dreams about these beings. I thought they were dreams anyway. Turns out they're kind of like dreams, but they're not dreams. Sometimes I think they were dreams when I was younger, but it's hard to tell now, you know. Wow, this is the longest video I ever done. I just looked and it's damn near 20 minutes long already. Wow. I probably won't even get this one on there. I better get with the program here. Where was I? Okay, we went out and did all that stuff and everything, and I knew he wasn't lying because of the way he described this guy and everything. He was standing there with no head, man. That's what really set it off right there. when he told me this fucking ghost was standing there and it didn't have no head, that's when chills ran up and down my whole body just like they just did. Just like they just did, people. I don't know if you can see my fucking hairs on my arms and shit. No, those goosebumps. Yeah, no shit, man. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. I hope somebody can see something, man. My every hair on my body standing straight the fuck up, even on my chest and shit. It's like electricity's running through me. Oh, yeah, when he told me he was standing there with no head, there's no way in hell he could have known that. There's no way in hell he could have known that. No way, no way. I never mentioned it. I've never mentioned it. So I knew right then and there, folks. But this is when it all started for me, and I'm leading up to telling you about how my ribs got broke, because I was bitching about after that. I started having missing time. I'm telling you, me and him went out several times after that. And I just put it out of my mind, you know. And then all this other shit kept happening. Or started happening more, and memories started coming back. And I've never heard anybody talk about the pig nose beans. Well, those are the beans I was seeing. Anybody want to let me know if anybody out there's had any experiences with the pig-nosed beans? And I'm gonna tell you another thing. They look a lot like humans with pig noses, and one of them used to chase me around all the time. And I was scared and I ran all the time. In my dreams or whatever, I was always trying to get away, and somehow I always did get away. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember this shit, man. Just, damn, it's a lot harder than you people know, man. This is going to be 23 minutes now, shit. And I ain't even got around to my... I'm just going to tell you, we were out together a lot of times. Right, right after that, for about a month. Before that, I was having things happen before, but I just wasn't realizing and putting it together. I just kept putting it out of my head. Missing time again, a lot. And that even happened before the supermoon. I mean, off and on. But I just forget about it, man. Put it out of my mind. And I don't know how. I just got used to doing that, And then I quit doing that on the supermoon. I quit drinking. I quit smoking. I quit smoking weed. I quit doing everything, people. And I didn't have no intentions to. It just happened for a reason, and I woke up to the facts of all the things that are happening in the world. And then I had a smartphone for 2 years already, but I didn't even know how to get on the internet on the son of a bitch. I didn't know how to do anything. And, then about a year after that, I started researching everything on the internet. And, man, one thing led to another, and I heard a lot of other people's stories, and I started putting all these memories and things together, and I was freaking out. I was in denial big time, man. I kept trying to deny everything. Sorry about that. I don't stutter, folks, but that's is making me stutter for some reason. I was complaining about the abductions, okay? This is when my ribs got broke, less than 10 feet from where I'm sitting right now. I'm sitting right here, pointing right there. I'm looking to the west right now. The river's right in front of me down over the hill, man. About a mile, half a mile, something, I don't know. Right there, man. I'm looking straight out my front window from my kitchen table right now across my front room. But I was just standing right there Not very far away, folks, right there, man. And my son was sitting right here looking right at me when I was bitching about. I said, if I get abducted one more damn time, I'm kicking somebody's ass, man. And I'll tell you what, I ain't whipped nobody. Because what happened to me is, not a second later, I was laying on that fucking floor, damn near crying like a baby. Because I couldn't breathe. I had snot rolling out of my nose. I had slobber running out of my mouth. I had tears running out of my eyes. Something whacked me in my ribs. Took me right off my fucking feet instantly, man, like a rag doll. I hit the floor like, like somebody just disappeared right out of their clothes or something. You know, imagine that. That's what I look like, a fucking rag doll. Wham! Fucking instantly on the floor. Who you think did that? I'm just asking, folks, who do you think did that? Please, please comment back to me. I'm going to get off here right now because I don't even know if I'm going to be able to upload this. This is part one. I will be back. Thank you. God bless every one of you, man. I swear to God, I'm telling you the truth the best I can. Peace out and love you. Dog man out for now. Part two coming on strong.